Here we have pre-calculus problem. Okay, let's go with the information. You are given the dollar value of a product in 2015 and the rate at which the value of the product is expected to change during the next 5 years. Write a linear equation that gives the dollar value V of t of the product in terms of the year t. Let t equals to 15 represent 2015. So here we have value in the year 2015, that is $225,000, and the rate of change over here, that is the product is getting changed at the rate of $5,700 decrease per year. So for the next 5 years. Okay, so to write a linear equation that gives dollar value of t, first let me write v of t. So whenever I want to write linear equation for this kind of problem, so first I have to write the initial value of the product. So 2015 is the starting year. So because the information says that the product, the value of the product is expected to change during the next 5 years. Since 2015 is a starting year, the value we have for the year 2015 has to be considered as the initial value. So that is the initial value is going to be 225,000. So let me write this stuff over here. And now I have to write the rate of change. So here we have rate of decrease. Since we have decreasing rate, we have to take negative sign. And so we have to write the decreasing rate, that is $5,700 per year. Now this rate of change has to be multiplied by the variable. So variable means it's t, because the value of the product is getting changed with respect to time. So in 2015 it's $225,000. So in the next 5 years it's expected to change. So it's getting changed with respect to time. So it has to be multiplied by the variable t. Since 2015 is a starting year, so we have to consider the value of t, which represents 2015, that is clearly 15. Since the initial value of this t is 15, it has to be multiplied by t negative 15. So here, when I plug in t is equal to 15 in this equation, so it must give the dollar value of the product in the year 2015. So it must be equal to $225,000. We can verify. So what if I plug in t is equal to 15 in this equation? So when I plug in t is equal to 15, then 15 negative 15. So this stuff will become 0. When I multiply this one by 0, so this complete stuff will become 0 for t is equal to 15. Then we are getting $225,000, which is a value in 2015. So when I multiply this 5,700 by t negative 15, so it works clearly for t is equal to 15. So when I plug in t is equal to 15, that is for the year 2015, I am getting this value. So if I plug in t is equal to 16, and also one more thing we have to be very clear. So t has to be greater than or equal to 15 in this equation, because the starting value of t is 15, which represents 2015. So when I plug in t is equal to 15, I'm getting the dollar value of the product in the year 2015, that is $225,000. In case if I plug in t is equal to 16, then it will be 16 negative 15, it will become 1. So 1 times 5,700 is 5,700. Then from this value, 5,700 will be decreased according to the information we have over here. That is the rate at which the dollar value of the product is getting decreased per year. So it's decreasing $5,700 per year. Okay, now we got the linear equation which gives the dollar value v of t of the given product. Now what we have to do is we have to do some more simplification over here. So let me do it. So v of t equals to $225,000 negative. We can distribute this 5,700 to this t and negative 15. When I distribute this negative 5,700 to t, I'm getting negative 5,700 t. So when I distribute this negative times negative sign to this negative sign, it will become positive. When I multiply 5,715, I am getting 85,500. So now we can combine these two values. Then I am getting v of t equals to, when I combine this 225,000 and 85,500, so I am getting 310,500 negative 5,700 t. This is a linear equation which gives the dollar value v of t of the product in terms of the year t.